All right. All right, y'all let me know how the audio is coming through. I did it a little different today. I'm on the laptop again, but I'm using the audio on the laptop, which I believe should be better than the audio that we had yesterday when I was in Starbucks. Yeah, I watched that back. That audio was horrible. It was terrible. You couldn't really hear anything, and it was distorted. So this audio today should be substantially better. But y'all let me know. Audio sounds good? It's not breaking up or nothing? Yeah, that yesterday was disgraceful. And I didn't know that it was that bad. I wouldn't have I would have left. I'd have been like, fuck Starbucks. They fucking up my audio, man. Yep. That's what I would have said. All right, let me see something. I'm gonna just do a quick OCD check myself. Um Wait, if it lets me, hold up. What the hell? Let me see how I sound on Facebook. See how I sound on Facebook. All right. Well, it ain't the studio audio, but at least you can hear me. All right. Well, it ain't the studio audio, but at least you can hear me. All right. Yeah, so, all right. Well, it is what it is. All right. Yeah, I'll be back in the studio soon enough. I'm spoiled now. I'm used to good audio and all of that. If you was here, you would have roasted me. I thought you was here. You wasn't here yesterday. You weren't there when I was in Starbucks. I thought you was there. But maybe I don't. You know what? Yeah, I don't think you were there. I think you were there when I was in the car when I did the last Q&A. I think that you were there that day. But yeah, I would have left Starbucks altogether had I known it was that bad. It was pretty bad. Yeah, the Starbucks vibe is crazy. Okay. Yeah, you wasn't there. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm glad. I need you to be around so that you can be my OCD check. If that shit is not, if it ain't up to my standard, at least up to like what's acceptable, I'm out. Yeah, I played it back. I was like, yo, this is terrible. It's like you can't hear nothing. I sounded like remember the dude Mumble from Batman? There was a character on the old original Batman. His name was Mumbles. And he's just like he did you couldn't hear anything he was saying. That's what that shit sounded like to me. It sounded like mumble rap. Yeah, Walker, I don't think he was there either. Oh, it was Dick Tracy. Thank you, Mo. What I said, Batman? Dick Tracy. You know, see, that's how you know Mo's an OG for real. He corrected me. He was like, nah, that's Dick Tracy. Yes, Dick Tracy. His name was Mumbles. Yeah, that shit was terrible. see, my man Ryan, he always see the glass half full. He says something's better than nothing. Right. I could have just not did nothing, right? At least there's something on there for you to listen to, even though that shit is mumbly as hell. Oh man. Yep, I'm back in the car. I'm back jacking McDonald's Wi-Fi. Jacking the Wi-Fi all crazy. All right, so yeah, man, I'm just here. I'm set up kind of early because I got running around to do later, so I figured I would pop on a little early and get an observation in, and you know, take a look at the market, answer some questions if there's any folks that have questions about the platform, all of that good stuff. So let me get my link so I can push that out real quick just to make sure that everybody gets notified. Yeah, and the what upset me the most is that the content was great. The content in that Starbucks video yesterday was excellent, but you can't really hear what I'm saying. Can't really hear that shit. Yep. So I was a little tight about that. A little bit. But it's all good. I can't complain, man. There's hundreds of videos with content that's just out of this world. Let me see. All right, there we go. So this is Coffee and Charts. I think this is volume 42, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it's 42. Yep. So we getting up there with the Coffee and Charts. That's a lot of videos, man. A lot of strong observations. I like the Coffee and Charts because you get a chance to look at how the market looked on different days. And that's what I always talk about, should be your focus. Looking at how the market is actually looking, learning how to observe the movement, learning how to interpret that movement so that you know how to apply what you're doing when you trade. Um, um, oh yeah, shout out to Lulu. Shout out to Lulu. So it's her birthday today. So we'll be celebrating that for the rest of November. We'll be going all November. Um, Today I'm drinking regular French roast. Yep, I got French roast on deck. You know what's crazy? I never tasted chai tea. I never had a chai. Like I know that they got chai lattes and all that. I never tried it. Never tried it. I'm gonna try it though. I like trying everything. One day I tried a cold brew. I didn't really like it that much though. I didn't really care for it. Yeah, man. Scorpios they crazy, man. They are nuts. Scorpios are nuts, for the record. That is a fact. That's why Mo was like, you got a scorpion on your hands. Good luck, brother. Yep. All right, so let's take a look at these charts and see what's going on. So, Angel, you saying that the chai is cracked? What's so good about it? I need you to explain it. Explain the difference between that and coffee. J. Carly, you had chai before? Well, I'm pretty sure you did. Anybody else had chai tea that can explain to me? Is it better than coffee? Is it the equivalent of coffee? Is it as good as coffee? Or is it just a real good tea? Like, what's so fancy about chai? You fancy, huh? Okay, J. Carly said she said don't get the chai, get the latte with chai syrup. So all right, so hold on. Is chai tea or is chai a flavor? What is chai? It sounds like chai is a flavor. Right, the chai tea latte, yeah. And I see that all the time. It's green, right? Is that the one that's green? It's like a real bright green. Are we talking about the same thing? Okay, so chai is a flavor. Wintry, never get just the tea, get the chai syrup and whatever coffee I get. Okay, so you can get chai flavored coffee. Got you. Dirty chai latte is a chai tea with espresso shots. Okay. But what does chai like? What does it taste like? Like if you had to like give me something else that it kind of reminds you of, what would it be? Circlet said it's a mixture of spices. Angel said it's milky. Hmm. So is it milky or is it creamy milky? Because there's a difference. Oh, let me get this link over where I need to get it real quick. Let me do that before I forget. Why this laptop down already? I just got on here. Damn. I'm gonna have to plug this thing in. This thing is already at 25%. It just was at 80%. Shit's crazy. Um Look, Rose, like I give up, bro. You gotta just try it. Oh man. So J. Carly, she telling me get the venti latte with chai syrup and cream. Okay, so you telling me to get coffee though, not the tea. I ain't read your description. What you say? You said spicy, warm, and creamy. Spicy, warm, and creamy. That shit is not sounding like like a flavor no more. She said spicy, warm, and creamy. That shit don't sound like coffee no more. Um, she said try with banana nut bread. Okay. Warm cinnamon. Nicole saying warm cinnamon with notes of clove. Thank you. That gives me a better idea. Now, so cinnamon spice is not spice. See, like cinnamon is different than spicy spices. You know what I'm talking about, right? Because when you say spicy, it could be cinnamon spicy, or that shit could be pepper spicy, like, you know, hot sauce. I want no hot sauce in my coffee. Oh man, she said get the tea. All right, cool. So I'm gonna try both. I'm gonna try the chai tea latte, and I'm gonna try the regular latte with chai flavor in it. And just for the record, I don't like cinnamon like that. Like cinnamon, when do I drink anything that got cinnamon in it? I really don't. I don't really mess with cinnamon like that. Because cinnamon overwhelms the beverage. Like anything that has cinnamon in it, it's like a cinnamon drink now. But I'm gonna try it. I'll let y'all know what I think. She said Ave Maria. Oh shit. Ave Maria. All right, let me plug this thing in because this shit gonna die. Food Network on deck. As soon as we came on, we went straight into it. All right, so from what I'm gathering, the chai it has like cinnamon kind of vibes with it, cinnamony, creamy vibes, right? Is that what I'm reading? Is that what everyone's saying? Where the hell is this plug in? Oh, this is... All right, back in action. Pump it up. Ain't nothing wrong with a dab of cinnamon. Yeah, see, cinnamon, that like you can't put a lot of it in there. All right, look now. You see what Edwin says? This helps me a lot. This helps me a lot. He said it's like eggnog spice. So cinnamon and eggnog. That's the cinnamon I'm used to tasting. And I love eggnog. So does it taste eggnoggish? He said it's like eggnog spice, but it's more like tea. But if it tastes eggnoggish, I think I know I'll definitely like that. She said, "Don't overthink it. Let it be its own spiciness." I'm gonna try it. Y'all see what it takes for me to try something? I gotta jump through hoops. I got like I need a background check before I try it. I'm like, where's this imported from? Where's this chai spice from? This from the Orient? Yeah, no, I'm gonna definitely try it though. It's funny too because it's very popular. I see a lot of people drinking that, getting chai tea lattes and shit. I don't know why. I just always felt. You know what I always felt about a chai? I always felt a chai was like tofu. I don't know. Like in my head, you know how people eat tofu? I always associated chai with tofu. I feel like a vegan would drink it. I don't know. Just something that always been in my head. Eggnoggish. See, what's funny is that you know what I mean, though. When I say that, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Eggnoggish. David said, make sure I get a decaf because I'm fired up today. Yeah, we back on it. We back on it. See? Look, I hit it on the head. What else do Angel eat? Look, look, look. What I tell y'all? Didn't I say this? I hit that on the head. Chai lattes and tofu. Oh shit! Wow. See, I'm not crazy, man. I know what I be talking about. Excuse me. Wow, that's funny. Tofu. Oh, you got the stomach of steel, huh? I know Angel she eats steak and eggs too. Nah, but steak and eggs is good though. I ain't gonna front. Steak and eggs is pretty good. You know what I don't like? I think it's kind of nasty now. And my daughter does this. She puts ketchup on, was it eggs? Yeah, she puts ketchup on her eggs. Ugh. Nah, man. Nah. I'm putting ketchup on the eggs, please. Who's that? Whitney? Whitney said she gets the hot chai tea latte. The cold is nasty, especially because it changes the idea and the flavor. But hot chai tea is love. Yep. Yeah, I will definitely try it. David, are you saying ketchup on eggs is fire? Oh, come on, man. Ugh. Ugh. It's already hard enough just eating eggs by itself. Like if I have eggs, I gotta have eggs with the meat. I gotta have some sausage or some bacon or something. I can't just have just eggs by itself. Unless it's a fried egg and it's seasoned well, you know, it gotta be fried. Y'all over here eating scrambled eggs and ketchup, man. Come on. Yeah, David is on it. He said ketchup on eggs is fire. I'm a Tracy. I'm a Tracy. Stop putting ketchup on them eggs, man. I know some people put hot sauce on their eggs. Oh, Edwin about to get ejected. Edwin, don't get blocked. He said eggs with mustard. Ugh. I ain't mess with y'all. Edwin and Whitney. Mustard with eggs. Sheesh. Right. This is. He said, "What the hell wrong with y'all with that mustard?" Oh man. I was just had it this morning. Y'all crazy, man. Y'all are nuts. And see, and then mustard, mustard is a whole conversation by itself. Like I don't eat every mustard. I don't mess with yellow mustard. I like golden, not golden. I think it's golden. The spicy brown mustard. I like brown mustard, the dark one, or like the deli mustard. You know when you go to the deli, they got a dark colored mustard, and it's called deli mustard. It's nice and spicy. That I don't want regular yellow mustard. You're like you eat hot dog mustard. No, I need brown mustard, man. Right, or honey mustard. Let's go. There we go. Honey mustard, spicy brown mustard. Now we talking. I ain't messing with no bright yellow mustard. Oh man. You're right, the original mustard. There you go. The brown. Yep. I don't know what the yellow. What is yellow mustard? It's like they did something to it. Like they bleached it. Yo, they took the brown mustard and started bleaching it, and they ended up with yellow mustard. Come on, man. Come on. They're bleaching the mustard for. Oh shit. See, this is what happened when I get out here early, man. I just be bugging out. Just bugging out. Yeah, the honey mustard. Well, I already told y'all this. The Chick-fil-A got the best honey mustard I've ever tasted. Like for real. As far as places you can go to taste honey mustard, that Chick-fil-A honey mustard is the truth. That's some good stuff. I'll use their honey mustard with whatever I'm eating. Any type of chicken. I even be dipping the fries in it. Yep. And this market is all over the place. That's why it's all good that we talking about food right now, because the market's not really doing that much. For anyone that's new, please feel free to ask whatever questions that you might have about the platform that you see on the screen, which is called NADEX. NADEX is the platform that we actually trade on, the platform that we use to capitalize on our understanding of the market. So basically, NADEX provides instruments that we can trade, which are called binary options. And the binary option instrument is a very simple instrument to trade because it allows you to just simply select where the market is going to end, or where you believe the market is going to end. And when you select that direction for your trade, whether it be buy or sell, if you're correct about where the market ends, then you will earn a profit on the trade. And that's it. So it doesn't matter how much like the market is in position, as long as it is above or below the strike price for the option that you selected to trade, you'll win the trade. So in other words, it doesn't have to move by a certain amount of pips or a certain amount of units of measurement, which we call micro pips. Doesn't matter how many micro pips you win by, as long as it is ending above or below, depending on if you bought or sold, then you'll earn a profit on that trade. And that's a powerful way to trade. That's a very powerful instrument to be able to trade. So that is what we trade on the NADEX platform. NADEX makes it possible, for you to capitalize. As simple as that. Exactly what I just described. So what we do is we take our time to learn how to understand how the market moves. And the reason that that's important is because if you understand how the market moves, then you can determine what the outcome of the movement is going to be. In other words, you'll be able to know, based on what the market is doing, where the market is going to end. And that's the key. Just like I said a moment ago, if you're correct about where the market ends, that's how you win the trade or you profit from that trade. So if you're able to do that consistently, then you'll consistently profit. See, and that's, I mean, it's just it's so powerful. Like, it really is. It's crazy when you think about it, because it's like, wow, that's all I have to do. Yeah, all you got to do, and you do that consistently. This can be your profession, because you'll be in position to consistently profit when you trade, and that's what it is that we do here. All right. So again, feel free to ask whatever questions that you might have. If you're tuning in from Facebook, please follow the page, the TeamAlliance Facebook page. Be sure to like and share the video. If you're tuning in from YouTube, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Turn on your bell notifications. And if you're tuning in from Twitter, be sure to like and share the video, and to also retweet on your Twitter account. All right. So all of the above that I just mentioned, please do, so that people will get notified and have a better chance of accessing the live stream. It's mad hot in here right now. It's crazy how it's hot in here, but it's 45 degrees outside. And I don't have the heat on or nothing, but it's still hot. I'm about to turn the AC on, man. Shit. All right. All right. So let me see. Viral is funny. Viral said, I'm not telling you what to do, but. Oh, shit. That's funny. I like that, Viral. I like that. Trade line. Dealing with derivatives to scale up with TA profitable skill is wonderful. Just knowing compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. TeamAlliance must be the ninth wonder of the world. That's Don DeMarco. Don DeMarco. Yeah, so Viral, you're in training, ain't you? I forgot who is Viral. Viral, who are you again? What's your name on Facebook? I think Viral is in training with us, if I'm not mistaken. Forgot who that is. Oh, you're not in training. Okay. I was asking that because I actually did. There's a whole training video series where I don't even know how long I did it for. It had to be maybe 50 trainings where I trained on it, as far as observing without the chart up. There was a time when I did those trainings, just to show that when you're looking at the indicative price, which is, let me point it out on the chart for people that don't necessarily know. You see where my mouse is here? This indicative price here is the most important number on the platform, because the indicative price represents the price of the market itself. It represents where the market is right now on the NADEX platform. So we're looking at the Euro USD, and even if you look at outside charts, or you look at outside price information, on another platform. What's that other popular platform that people use for charting? What is it, Trading View? I think it's Trading View. If you look at the Trading View feed and you look at this indicative price, you'll see that it's very close to the indicative price, because what Trading View does is, on their chart, they also have one number, even though in the Forex market, there's two numbers. There's the bid and the ask price. So what the indicative price represents is the average of the two numbers. What NADEX does is they take the average of the two numbers on the bid side and on the ask side, meaning on the buy side and on the sell side. They take all of the data for both, and then they average it out. And that determines what indicative price you'll see on the NADEX platform. That's how they determine the indicative price. That's why it's called indicative, because it's showing you, or it's indicating where the position or the price of the underlying market is that you're observing. So we're looking at the Euro USD, for example, right now, right? The indicative price 1.1582. That's where it is right now. Again, that price is a reflection of the average of both the bid and the ask price in the Forex market itself. So if you take the bid and the ask and average them out second by second, the average will be this indicative price that you see on NADEX. And I mentioned TradingView because TradingView also uses one number. And let me make sure it's TradingView. Let me just verify that before, because I don't want to give you the wrong site. And that ain't what it is. I believe it's TradingView, but let me just verify real quick. It is TradingView. It's TradingView. Yeah, matter of fact, I'm gonna pull it up because I want you. I want to show you what I'm talking about. Because people don't be believing me, man. So what TradingView did is, here, let me stop this right here and let me go ahead and share this. Where is it? Oh boy, you'll never find. Where is it? Share. TradingView. All right. So you see this? This is the Euro USD on the TradingView platform, right? Yeah, let me bring this over. Make the candles bigger. Let's make the candles bigger. All right. Now, you see the price? Look right here where this blue box is. How many numbers do you see? It's one number. Right now, it's at 1.15818. Look at where the indicative is at right now on NADEX. Y'all can't see it on my screen, but look on your screen. What's the indicative price right now on NADEX for the euro? It's 1.15818 right now. Now, you see how it's 1.15820? Look at the indicative now. See how the indicative is matching up with what you see on TradingView. So TradingView on this charting and on their feed, they're doing the same thing that NADEX is doing. They're averaging out the buy or the bid and the ask. And actually the ask is the buy, the bid is the sell. But the bid and the ask prices of the underlying Forex, TradingView is doing the same thing. They're averaging it out so that when you look at their chart, it's one number. And they're using the feed from FXCM. You can see it up at the top. You see where it says Euro, US dollar, and it says FXCM because they're using the feed from that particular Forex broker for this charting and for these prices. So now you have an actual outside Forex broker feeding them the prices. They're averaging them out, and that's the number that they show on the chart. Who else does that? NADEX. See, I used to explain this to people years ago. And this is what I'm saying about like just experience and paying attention to someone that actually has experience. I was talking about this years ago, before TradingView did this. TradingView wasn't like this until recently. They never had this available for you to see like this. They used to have bid and ask. It was the same thing like any other charting software that was out there. But now what are they doing? Now they're doing the same thing NADEX does, showing you one price. And I used to tell people, I'm like, listen, the indicative is not different than what you see when you look at Forex charts. It's the same thing, but what it is it's the average of the bid and the ask. So when you're looking at the Forex chart, you might just be looking at the bid price or looking at the ask price. And then when you see a difference, when you look at that price, and then you compare that to the indicative, you think NADEX is doing something different. No. And I used to explain that the whole time, NADEX is averaging out all of the prices on both sides, bid and ask. And that's how they come up with one number. Because how else will they be able to decide the winner? How can the market decide who decides who wins on the binaries if there's not one number that decides? Think about that. If you're saying, all right, if it goes above, you win. And if it stays on or below the line, you would win for the sell. But if you're buying, you would lose because it has to be one or more above the line. How can you determine that if you're not using one number to make the determination? Does that make sense? So you have to have one number. That's what the indicative price is. This internet is a little funky. I see it acting up. All right, but anyway. Yeah, let me stop sharing that. Let's go back to NADEX over there. Yeah, man. So I've been knowing what I'm talking about. People used to be having like full-blown debates about it. I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about. You literally don't know what you're talking about. NADEX is a scam because they're using different prices. They have their own pricing. No, they don't have their own pricing. They're averaging out the prices. That's not their own pricing. That's the market. And people would lose trades, and they'll be like, "Oh, I called NADEX and I told them the chart was showing one price, and then when I got the email, it was showing a different price." I'm like, "Well, the chart. If you look at the chart, just compare that to the indicative, you see that there's two different prices. The chart price doesn't reflect the indicative price. The indicative price is the actual price. When you look at the chart, it has different settings for you to use. Like you can change the settings and all that on the chart. I'm gonna show y'all in a minute. I'm gonna show y'all in 1 second. Let me share this screen real quick. Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's fucking hot in here. Take this hat off. Damn. So why the screen not shared yet? My own screen. Yeah, what was I about to say? I was just about to say something. What the hell was I just about to say? What the hell was I just about to say? Oh, the indicative price and the chart. So look, this is what people used to do, right? And let me just show you this real quick. And again, I do this for purposes of helping educate people that just don't know. Some people come around and they don't know certain things about this platform. So when I talk about these things, it helps you to understand the way the platform works, right? It helps you understand how the platform works. So that you're not in the dark, or you think that something else is going on that ain't going on. So check this out. Why this thing? What happened to this? Hold on. What happened to the plug? Let me turn it off for a minute. Roll the window down or something. It's hot, yo. You look at the chart, right? On the chart, you'll see a price. Let me move this box down here. You see over here where this little blue box is? That's showing you the price of the market on the chart. But the chart has settings that you can change. You can set the chart to display the candles based on, it's either 3 or 4 different prices. Excuse me. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. If you go into settings, wait, is it here? Nah, it ain't there. Hold up. Where is it? It's not under drawings. It's under other options. Price. This, look. All right. You see the 3 dots? When you click that and then you look at, you go to the drop down where it says price. Look, there's 4 options. And that's what I said, did I not? I said there's 4 options. Ask, bid, mid, and last traded. Now, by default, it's going to be on mid. Why is it on mid by default? Because mid means middle. It's the average. So the chart is taking the average of the ask side and the bid side. The only thing it doesn't include is the last traded. And the reason that they give you last traded as an option is because last traded is not included in the calculation. So mid is a separate one. And this is why, if you look at the indicative price over here on the ticket, or you look at it when you open up the ladder, you can see it here. You see right here where the blue number is, that's the indicative price there. And over here where it says indicative price on the ticket, that's the indicative price. Now, here on the ticket and here in the ladder, same exact number. It's the indicative price. On the chart number will be different from that sometimes. Like right now, it's the same. It's at 9.7. It's at 8.01 now, the indicative. On the chart, 8.02, 8.03. If you just look at them close, you'll see that sometimes the chart is different than the indicative price. It's just different sometimes. Why is it different? It's different because it depends on the setting that you have, for one. Like I have it on mid. So mid is going to show the chart price the closest that it could possibly be to the indicative price. Because look at what happens when you change it to bid. Watch this. If I change it to bid, look at the price. It's showing the bid price. Look at where the bid price is. It's at 8.04. Look where the indicative price is. Look. Indicative is at 8.09. The bid price is at 8.04. You'll see that, right? Now watch this. Go to price, change it to ask. Look at the ask price. Ask price 8.15. Look at the indicative 8.10. So you see there's a difference of about 4 micro pips between the ask and the indicative and between the bid and the indicative, right? So now when you go to mid, the mid is showing the average of those two, just those two, bid and ask, showing the mid. So the mid is actually going to be the closest number to the indicative. But the reason that it's still a little off is because it does not include the last traded. See, if what the indicative does include is the last traded, the indicative represents all four of them averaged out. That's what the indicative price represents. So the chart, they have these settings there to give you whatever advantage or whatever it is that you want to look at, you know, whatever edge you feel that you have by looking at different pricing. They give you those four options. But the one that's set by default is mid. Why? Because that's the closest to the actual indicative. So you see how much sense I'm making? And people used to not understand none of this. I used to explain this. I used to go through this and explain this. And I can explain it even more thoroughly now because just over time, with more experience, you begin to understand things even more. See? But no, what did people used to say? Oh, NADEX is cheating. They're using different prices. They got their own pricing. No, they don't. It's the Euro USD. They can only use the Euro USD information. Where are they getting the information from? But people would never think about that. They just make their own, come to their own conclusion and talk shit. Yep. Yeah. So yeah, on mid is where it's gonna be by default. Like when you first open up your platform and you start using your live account, it's gonna be set to mid by default. A lot of people use last traded, but I don't use last traded because the mid is showing you the bid and ask price fluctuation even if there was no trade. Does that make sense? So last traded is only going to change on the chart if there's an actual trade that took place in the Forex market. But if there is not an actual transaction, it won't move. But if you have it set to mid, the mid will move based on the fluctuation of the bid and the ask price. You understand what I'm saying? And I know for some of y'all, some people are like, what the hell is he talking about? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. If this is not anything that you ever, you know, had to think about or was wondering about, it doesn't even matter. But I talk about these things because this is stuff that people have brought up to me. This is stuff that people try to argue with me about. And I'm like, you arguing over something that you shouldn't be because you don't know what you're talking about. You have no idea what you're talking about. Look, many of you, I'm sure, and this is whether you're in T or TA or not, more so for people not in TA. How many of y'all who don't train here have experienced being in a trade, and when you look at the chart, the price is one price, but then when you get the email, it's a different price, right? Now, the only time that you care is if you lost. You ever be in a trade, you end up losing the trade, but on the chart, it looked like you won the trade? And this is for people, like I said, not in TA. I know that has happened to you. The only time that you care is if you lose. But if you win that way, do you call NADEX and tell them, hey, I actually lost the trade, but y'all are saying that I won. So could you take this money out of my account because I actually was supposed to lose this trade, but y'all are saying I won the trade? I don't think NADEX ever got that call from anybody. See, So when it works to your advantage, you don't say shit. But let you lose a trade that way. Hey, NADEX. Yeah, I'm looking at my chart. My chart is saying the price was this, but in the email it says this. Right? You on the horn immediately, calling up NADEX, ready to get mad and flip out. But you're not holding yourself accountable for shit, because if you won that trade, you wouldn't call them. You wouldn't have called them. You never called NADEX and told them, hey, I lost this trade. Can y'all take the money out of my account, please? So stop it. Am I telling the truth? See, this is why people get mad at me, because they're like, yo, he know too much. I'm just saying, like, that's what it is. It's not like I'm making that up. Y'all know that I'm telling the truth. And you know that if that happened to you before, that's what you did. If you won that trade, you said, ooh, oh wow, I thought I lost that one. Damn, on the chart it said I lost. But I won. I take that. Right? You don't say shit. You don't call NADEX. Nobody knows. But let it be the other way around, though. Now you calling up NADEX. Mm-hmm. Look at this. Carmela said her former signal provider called NADEX about the same issue. Crazy. Crazy. But I guarantee you they ain't called when they won that way. Shit is funny, man. It's funny, but it ain't funny, because it's like, yo, that shit is true. It's human nature. You ain't gonna say shit if you benefit from it. But as soon as you don't benefit from it, now you got something to say. Now it's a problem. Now NADEX scammed you, right? Now you going on posting reviews on websites, talking shit. Oh, NADEX scammed me out of $350. Come on, stop. Stop it. Ain't nobody scammed you out of nothing. You a grown man, you a grown woman. Ain't nobody tell you to take that trade. You lost your money because you took that trade when you took it. Nobody told you to do that. Yeah, the pleasure is all mine. Pleasure is all mine. See, like, and people like Angel and some of the people that ran into TA before they got caught up with signal services and indicators and strategies and all that, before they got caught up with like playing on the platform and messing around with real money and losing. Before you do that, if you run into TA, it is a blessing. It really is, because you're going to get truly educated here. Out the gate. Out the gate. You're going to get educated. You're going to get real knowledge and information that's going to be actual information that you can use and apply. It's not theory. Ain't no theory. It's not theory. It's funny too. I remember when I first in the account, and I started doing that. And I think the first time I did that, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was called the Trade or Die Challenge. It was either the Trade or Die Challenge or the All or None Challenge. But I just started trading that way, because my idea was, well, if you have full confidence in what you're doing, why would you be scared to put the entire account at risk? When you start with $100 with one contract, you're putting the entire account at risk, quote unquote. So what the hell is the difference between one contract and 5? or 10 or 20 or 50 or whatever the number is. The concept is the same. So it lets you see, it helps you to reprocess your thoughts, because now you have to think different. It's like, well, that's true. Like, why would I be scared to be in the same trade just because there's more contracts? Answer is you shouldn't be scared. But you're scared. Why are you scared? And it helps to now bring the focus on you. It's like, well, why am I scared? Am I scared because I think I might lose because it's more contracts? Is that why I'm scared? Am I scared because I'm not confident in what I'm doing with the trade? Am I scared because of that? You got to really question yourself now. Because it's like, well, why are you scared? Because clearly you're scared. But the question is why? So it helps you to now reprocess. And it's like, well, let me think about this. The only real risk is not having confidence and not having skill. If you don't have skill, you won't have confidence. Because what would you be confident in? It's not like you're confident in a trade. Like, you don't go on the platform and take a trade and say, yeah, I'm confident in this trade. The confidence comes from your ability to understand why you should be in that trade. That's where your confidence is going to come from. The ability to understand why you're in this trade now. Why am I in this particular trade? Oh, well, because the market is doing this. The market is like this. I see this in the market, right? So we're dealing with skill. That's where confidence comes from. Where does fear come from? What are you scared of? Oh man, oh my goodness, it's 20 contracts. So what? It's 20 contracts, but it's the same trade that you would have taken with one. Think. It's the same trade you would have taken if you had one contract. So does more contracts change anything? No. So where's the fear coming from? See? So you see how when I've done my process, I've helped to reconstruct the way that you build from the beginning. Because now you have to answer all these questions every time. Just like if you say, well, I'm gonna start with 10 contracts, so I'm gonna deposit 1,000. My question would be, well, why are you depositing 1,000 when you can just deposit 100? Why not grow your account from 100 to 1,000? Why start with 1,000? Right? Why are you starting with more? Start with less. That way you can use your skill to prove that you have the skill. Because how do you know that you actually have skill if you haven't proven it yet? Did you take 100 to 1,000 yet? No, I never did that. But I want to start with 10 contracts. Okay, but build up to 10 contracts from one. Otherwise, what's the point of starting with more? Because all you're going to do is lose more, faster. Make sense? So you see how everything was like reverse engineered. And the reason that I did that is because that's how I did it. So when I started these challenges, trade or die, all or none, that's exactly what it is. When you trading, your whole account is on the line. Mark, that's not good money management at all. What does money management have to do with anything? We're not even on money management. The bottom line is you either are going to win or you're not. And if you're not winning, why not? Why didn't you win? Or you're winning your trades. Do you understand why you're winning? That becomes the next question. All right, you're winning your trades. Why? Why are you winning? Do you understand why you're winning? So, y'all understand what I'm saying, right? People that don't understand what it is that we're ultimately doing, they won't ever arrive at the place that we're at as far as skill. They could never arrive here because you never gonna put yourself to the test. See, you'll go on a winning streak, and you might start with 1,000 or start with 500 and grow it up to a couple of thousand. But can you keep going? Can you continue to do that? Can you do that every time that you trade? Or are you worried about losing a trade and then having to start over? See? Because the bottom line is that you should be able to develop your skill set to the point where you understand why you would be in any trade at the time. And if you don't have justification for being in that trade, you shouldn't be in it. I don't care if you're trading one contract or 100. It doesn't matter. It's the same 1-0 if you win. See, 1-0 applies regardless of how many contracts you have on the trade. You think just because this internet is acting up. Yeah, but yeah, this is good stuff, man. This is good stuff. Paylist, keep it at mid. If that's what your question was, you were asking about setting, keep it on mid. Angel says the best teacher will show you all the ways you can fail in the industry and make sure that you know how to avoid it. They will also fuel you with the mindset to stay in the industry despite it all and win. That's a fact. That's a fact, and it sounds very familiar. Bro said the only difference is confidence, and confidence comes from the process. Exactly. Starting with 100 shows you the meaning of 100 from the start. Exactly. Exactly. Good stuff, Roxy. Good stuff. Roxy, I hope the content is valuable for you and educational. I know I go on rants and stuff, but if you listen to what I'm saying, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah. So, within the, and what is this, 2021? Yeah. So going into 2022 years. So I'm going into 5 years now of being online as far as training and mentoring and helping people and sharing my knowledge. And throughout that time, a lot of people, they have come and they've gone. And I'm still around. It's like I would see, and that's another thing too. I was around before the internet. See, I'm taking y'all way back now. Y'all gotta understand. I come from my generation existed before the internet. Like we was already grown-ups before the internet came. Like I was an adult. I was like, what? When did the internet start really? How old was I when the internet was really the internet? Maybe 15, 16. Yeah, so that's old enough. Because when I was like 12, 13, internet was just starting. Like that's when you started having dial up and stuff like that. But yeah, so you gotta understand, like I've been around in this financial industry before that, before the internet, when you had to go to the library and read books and read magazines. You couldn't just go on Google and type something in and it pulls up. You couldn't do all of that. So what y'all have access to today is crazy. It's crazy, man. Prior to 9/11. All right, so like in the 90s. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, before Google. Exactly. Exactly. This wisdom is not just from overnight shit. Like this is years. This is decades of knowledge and experience. Because y'all gotta remember too, like I went through a period of time and early in my career where I didn't know what I was doing. Before they had demo accounts. I told you when I first started in Forex, I was already trading Forex for 3 years. And then somebody told me about a demo. It was like, oh, why don't you try it in the demo account? I was like, what's that? Fuck is a demo? I didn't even know what a demo was. I didn't even know that they had demos. Crazy. Yeah, there you go. Right. You had to have the exact website. Carmela's the OG too, I see. David said, when I hear the same thing over and over, I find it brilliant because the education is streamlined and allows you to spend the majority of your time working on your mindset. Very, very good. Very, very good. That's excellent because that's what it is right there. Yep, that's what it is. The internet's birthday is 1983. What's the birthday of the World Wide Web? Because that's when we started using it. That had to be like damn, in '83 I was 5. First time that I had heard about dial-up. Damn, what year was that? I was 5. Was I in high school? Middle school. Was internet around in middle school? When I was in middle school, internet wasn't even there yet. When I was like in the 7th or the 8th grade, nah. So I was 13. I was 13 when I was in the 8th grade. Internet didn't come yet. It wasn't out yet. 93. So 15. So I was 15 in 93 when the web came. That's about right. Because 15, I think I was a senior in high school. And they had a like a lab where you could go online. You can go into the lab and you can go on the internet. I remember that. And that's when, you had dial-up. And then AOL came probably like 94, 95 when they started sending all the discs in the mail. You remember that? Remember America Online used to send the disc in the mail that you put in your computer? I'm taking y'all way back. Everybody had a disc in the mail for internet. Yep. Crazy. Yeah, all of that. All of that. Yeah, like now with NFTs and all of this blockchain stuff. It's crazy. It's going somewhere else. Yep. Yeah. See, but this is why I continue to evolve and to grow. More knowledge comes because I share what I already have. And just see, when you think, you know what's crazy? You'll think that you get to a point where it's like, yo, I know a lot. I'm good. I'm comfortable. But it's like, well, if you continue to share, you'll know even more. And the crazy thing about it is that you'll know more and you won't even realize that you know more. It'll just be there. Because that's where I'm at now. A lot of stuff just comes out of my head and I'm like, damn, where'd that come from? I don't even be knowing where it comes from. And that's why I always invite people to ask questions and stuff, because I'm like, I know that you're gonna ask something that'll be valuable for somebody else to know. You know what I'm saying? What kept you going? What kept you going when you already had a good job? Not wanting a job. What kept me going when I had a great job is the fact that I didn't want a job. So I knew I had to be in position with a skill that allowed me to make more money than my job was paying me. So that's what kept me going. That's a good question. Trade line coming from pocket option, where I used to trade every 5 minutes. Now with TA and training and haven't taken a trade in 2 months. TA is the real deal. Look at that. Look at that. How many times do I be telling people to stop trading? See, people think that I say that because I don't want them to trade, or no. The reason that you got to stop trading is because you need to understand why you're doing it. How are you going to ever understand why you're doing something if you keep doing it? You have to stop. You got to stop and take a look. Like, all right, let me figure out why I'm doing this. Because what's happening is you're doing it, but the outcome that you get is not what you want. Meaning that you'll take trades and lose trades and not understand why you lost. That's a problem. That's a problem. Even bigger problem is when you don't understand why you won. That's even worse. It's crazy, man. Um, I saw signs for metaverse. I saw like ads for it. I don't even know what it is, man. I gotta look into it. I have no idea what it is. It's like, what is it? A ship? A spaceship? I don't even know. I was confused by the ad. I don't know what it is. Oh man. Go ahead, Carmela. She says she still got her AOL email address. I ain't mad at you. Yeah, there's a few people that I seen with the AOL email addresses. So y'all be telling on yourself. I know how old y'all are. If you got an AOL email address, you was born in the 70s or 80s. That's a fact. Yep. Um. Yes, this is a fact. Market mode is beast mode. Yes, indeed. Yep. Yeah, and Facebook they changed their name right to Meta, right? Ain't nobody calling it Meta. I still call that shit Facebook. Yeah, no such thing as a great job, right? Right. That see, those have always been my sentiments. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, I don't. It's not that I have a problem with a job. I've always worked during my work career. I just knew I didn't want to work forever. As a matter of fact, I knew I wanted to retire early. So I retired when I was 28 from the workforce. Wait, was I 28? Um, I think so. Yeah, 2006. What are we in now? 2021. That's 15 years ago. Yeah, and I'm 43 now. So 43 minus 15 is 28. Yeah, I was 28. Yep. So, but you got to realize, see, and this is how I look at that. Now, I was 28 when I retired, right? And I um left my job, my last job, and then traded full time. But you got to understand, I had been already self-educating, doing research, already, trading on other platforms. This was even before the internet. I was doing all of that when I like from age 11, 12, 13 up to 28. So if you consider the years from, let's say, age 12, from when I was 12 to when I was 28, that's 15 years. Wait, is that 15 years? No, 12 to 28 is 16 years. So I already had 16 years of experience. So it took me 16 years to retire. That's how I look at it. It took me 16 years. Because people are like, oh, you was 28? Damn. But nah, I had already been putting in work since I was 12. So I definitely do not discount any of those years. I include all of that because I needed all of that in order to grow into what I became when I was 28 years old to get to that point. Yep. So you gotta put your work in, man. You gotta pay your dues for real. Time, money, effort, all of that. And you gotta understand also too, this is at a time when I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have nobody. I had to figure out everything. I had to figure it out. Crazy. Um, yeah, you definitely got to understand where you at. Growth comes before income. That's right. See, and the thing about it is that growth is the work for your skill. Don't even think about growth in terms of starting at 100 and then growing your account. By the time you start doing that, you should already be at the skill level in order to sustain your consistency. Because the key to consistent, sustainable income is having a sustainable skill set already in place. That's Don DeMarco like crazy. Having the skill set already in place is what makes it sustainable. You'll see why I always talk about the same things all the time. Like, listen, you got to continuously work on your mindset. You got to continuously elevate your skill through your mindset. Use all the tools I'm giving you, recording, everything that we use on the charts, observation, holding yourself accountable. All of that is the tools that you're using to build. Build what? Your skill set. Why do you need that? How are you going to have a sustainable anything without skill? And your skill has to be sustainable, meaning you got to be able to execute that skill set over and over again. Super important, man. Super duper important. Um, My bad. I'm a little behind on the comments. I like this. Shani said we already have metaverse. It's called our dreams. Lulu, let me call you back. Hello? She can't hear me. Lulu, I'm gonna call you back. Lulu ready to do something. Yeah, I like that though, what Shani said. Maria said she's looking to retire in a few years from now. Yep. She ain't hear me. Lulu, I'm gonna call you back. Why she can't hear me? Lulu, I said I'm gonna call you back. You ain't hear me? All right. She got that birthday vibe all in her voice. Mm-hmm. Oh, viral, you turning 32 on Saturday? Nice. New York to Florida. That's a nice little move. It's a whole nother world of weather. I know that much. Angel said, I knew I needed to change, but my pay scale wasn't matching my intellect and life desires, no matter how hard I've worked. Yeah, see, some of us ain't even cut from the cloth to work for somebody for like extended periods of time. We not built like that. I know I was never built like that. And what's funny is that I always did well on a job. Every job I had, I did well on. But to me, that just was proof that, you know, there's more for me to do than just this. And Maria, the pleasure's mine. Some claim radio took our attention from 100% in the world to 90. TV took it down to 75. Our phones took it to 50. I don't know what that is, but they said metaverse is aiming for even more attention. Yeah, I mean, our attention goes wherever we want it to go. I think what it is that people are easily distracted. Like people like shiny shit, so they always want to see whatever's next. Oh, what's the new thing? And it's like, why you need something new? I'm still using the old ass Samsung Galaxy. People talking about the iPhone 13. I'm like, the iPhone what? I don't care. I just don't care. I don't care about none of that shit. Yeah, see, and that's why I always bring that up, Haley, is because I'm like, don't get it twisted. This is decades of excuse me, of putting in work, man. This shit is not. I ain't just come around when you saw me making videos on YouTube. I've been around way before that, bro. I know I look young, but I'm like kind of old. 40s is we kind of old. Word. Yeah, even with all that, NADEX excites me more. The fact that consistency can bring financial and time freedom is all I need to know. Bingo. Bingo. And look, the key to NADEX is understanding the market. That's an applause right there. People don't get that. I'm like, do you realize the key to you using this platform to make a bunch of money, and I mean like really make really good money and kind of as much money as you want to make, the key to that is understanding the market. That's how you make money on NADEX. You got to understand the market when you look at it. You have to understand that. You have to understand behavior, how it moves. Spend your time on observing the market so that you can understand it. And stop worrying about trades. I'm like, do you realize how many 5-minute periods go by in a day? 23 hours, 276 opportunities. And if all you did was one trade in a week, once you put yourself in position, you're talking about 6-figure income. So like, what are we doing? Don't focus on trades. Focus on skill. It's the skill. That's how you do this, man. And this is what I tell people all the time. I'm like, yo, just like focus on the skill set, man. You know, you don't want to do it on your own. Train. There's training set up for you to learn this and to learn how to do it. Most of it involves you just working on yourself and stop doing shit, man. Develop your mindset. Stop doing so much shit. Yep. Yep. There you go. There you go. Angel, how old are you now? I think Peleus is Peleus. How old are you? I think Peleus is 25, maybe 24. And I don't know if I ever asked Angel how old she was. Angel, how old are you? Because y'all are in your 20s, if I'm not mistaken. Rose said I always give the jobs all I have. Then I'm like, what if I did that for myself? No more what if though. I'm gonna retire early with this. Exactly. Exactly. And 12 to 28 is 16 years, man. So you know how people get caught up. Or want to retire in 3 years. All right. If you want to put yourself on a trajectory to do that in a shorter period of time, one, you got to have a blueprint. Like you got to have something that you could do now that's already in place. Now you do have that with TA. So like, you know, I know people, they always ask me that question about, well, how long, you know, can it take me, or how long will it take me, etc. You got a blueprint. I didn't have a blueprint. It took me 16 years without one. You got one. How long is it going to take you? You see what I'm saying? So you really got to study yourself. You got to dig into you and figure out how much bullshit you have inside of you that you need to get rid of first. Because you ain't going to be able to get to where you want to get to with the bullshit. You got to let the bullshit go. You can't take bullshit with you on this journey. Crazy. Angel said, I want to pay me. Boy down. Yeah, this is how I feel too. This is how I feel. I feel fly at 40. Fly at 40. I'm seasoned, baby. I'm seasoned. I'm like Larry. I'm like seasoned salt. Shit. Um. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. 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 Yep. He said I was meant to find this. That's a fact. Because I say that all the time. You got to be on the vibe to find this anyway. If you're not on the vibe with us, you'll never run into this. Never. Yep. And then when you find it, you got to stay on the vibe. Because some people get off the vibe because they're bullshit. They can't overcome it, so they succumb to it. They succumb to the bullshit, man. Oh, I hit it right on the head. 25. So I think you and Peleus are the same age. Y'all are babies. Oh, look at the little baby. That's how I be talking to my son sometimes. My son is 24. Yep, my oldest son, 24, man. He's gonna be 25 in January. Oh, he about to be 25. Damn. Yo, them years. See, and these are vital years for y'all too in the 20s. Cause y'all don't have a lot of time before 30 comes. Yep. 30 right around the corner. There you go. Best position ever. Yes. Yes. Okay, Ro, you 27? Nice. I don't know why I thought some of y'all was older. You're just old souls, I guess. Yeah, I know. I heard about that. Yeah, that was crazy. And um it was right after there was a Halloween party up there. And I think he got hit up as soon as he came out. He got in his truck and they caught him. Caught him slipping. Crazy. Yeah, like the Castellano hit, right? Yeah, Spark Steakhouse still there too. Right in Midtown. I actually would like to eat there, even though I don't mess with steak anymore. But I want to eat there. Just say I ate there. Joseph, what you mean a couple of transactions? What are we talking about? He said, "Can I post some transactions?" I haven't traded, so I'm not sure what you mean. Market's on the move. Yep, this is true. Oh, all of y'all are young. Edwin is 28. Well, damn. Well, thank y'all for making me feel that much more older. Ah, man. Shawty's crazy. Jermaine, you 28 too? Yeah, I'm about to get off of here. I feel mad old school right now. Right. I know, right? Mo's like, yo, he got a daycare. He running a daycare here. Damn. That's funny. All right, here we go. Here we go. David is 57. Carrie said, don't feel bad, Mark. I'm 53, still working on myself to use the blueprint. There you go. All right. David and Carrie for the save. Yeah, it's 2 o'clock. It's probably some FOMC or maybe interest rates or something that's going on. Yep. Ain't nothing to do, man. Nothing to do. Yeah, I see it on the euro. You can see it on here. Candle was literally look at where this candle went. Jesus. Look at this shit. This shit's so long. It went up as high as what? 1.607. It went up, came all the way back down. Did it? Or no, it went up. It's just up there now. No, it's not. Well, where the hell is the candle? Indicative is at 1.15 now, 1.16. This thing went all the way up here somewhere. Okay, here it is. I'm over here trying to find the damn candle. Look. Anytime you see that type of movement going on, it's time to log out. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. All right, so today was much better than yesterday with the audio. Not the ideal audio I'd like to have, but better than it was yesterday. Yesterday's audio was horrible. The Empire State candle. Oh man. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. See. Yep. And that's exactly what you see happening right now. And it's why when people want to play around with volatility, wow, look at that. All right, so look at what happened. Look at what happened. So how many minutes did that even take? That was at 2 o'clock, and now it's 2:03. So from 2 o'clock, the price went from 1.587 all the way up to 1.607. So from 587 to 607. And in less than 2 minutes, it came all the way back down to where it started. Down here in the box. And then it just touched it again, and now it's going back up again. Come on, somebody out there trying to trade that shit? All right, good luck. Good luck. Mm-mm-mm. Crazy. People are nuts, man. All right. Oh. All right, I'm about to bounce, man. I'm about to get up out of here. So I'm going to get something to eat. And that'll be it. I'll probably get back on and do some more observation a little later on. But other than that, I'll be chilling for the rest of the day. Lulu birthday vibe, so you know, we doing something. Yep. All right, y'all. Let me get out of here. So listen, I will catch up on the next observation or coffee and charts or whatever. All right, well, I'll do something. All right, I'm gonna holler at y'all. Yep, I will definitely pass it on. And thank you everybody who wished Lulu happy birthday. All right. All right, y'all. Y'all know what it is. Mark for the Team Alliance. Live Coffee and Charts, Volume 42. Peace.